It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got a showdown in the AFC South. It's the reigning Super Bowl champs and the Colts, and it comes your way next.
We have a perfect day for football, and the roof is open, in fact, here at Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with their opponents. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And CD, you look at our featured team here. They know coming in they've got to be at their best because they're facing one of the better overall defenses in the NFL.
And this is not one of the better offenses around in terms of running the football. So they understand that they're going to be put to the test a bit. The big plays in the run game, they haven't been there of late. So maybe that means we'll see them shake things up a little bit. Some RPOs, some touch passes, some draw plays, anything to try and gain a little bit of momentum.
Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. The Colts send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener through a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That was a nice grab. Just couldn't get the feet down, right? He needed that toe tap sequence there. Whatever size shoe he's wearing, probably need about a half size smaller to complete that one.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. The numbers for him from a week ago. A boatload of carries, 126 yards.
They've got a nice scheme going right now, and they run the football pretty well. In fact, I was talking with him on the field before the game, and he said he's starting to hear from the guys ahead of him on the rushing yardage total, and they want to know if he's going to jump up there and join them at the top of the list.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. And I guess, partner, you call that a covered sack.
Oh, without a doubt, because where did he have to go with the football? I know everybody wants to get on him about, hey, get rid of the football. You had too much time in the pocket. But he's scanning the field, nowhere to go, and that allowed the pressure to ultimately get to him.
And on now is the punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to float this one deep right side. Watches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. A big play there for Indy. And that looked almost to be a case of, you know, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And from where we sit, if you had told me that ball was somehow going to get from point A to point B, I would have told you no way. I mean, that was an absolute cannon shot, and he still dropped it right on the money, too.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Wow. Throwing on 1st down. Hoffman. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
From the 8, they've got it 1st and goal. They'll run here with Mack, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there, and if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle, keep coming after them, put the pressure on them.
The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Mack. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Marlon Mack, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the end result was a Marlon Mack touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the 6. Oh, good-looking return set up here.
That's it, baby. We got work.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They're going to look to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete.
Well, he obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield and broke down the defender. Made him
what do you mean by that, Bert?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then it curls back inside for the completion.
Got a man. It's Patterson complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 3 yards the gain there. 2nd down. Now a handoff as they run left side. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 33. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now. Toronto in possession of the football, as they've got it 2nd and 7. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. They'll set up a throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick here is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move. This one fielded at the 5, and he won't quite make it to the 25. So here are the Colts to take over. They've got the lead here as they begin this drive, trying to get that bad taste out of their mouth from the loss last week to the LA Chargers. They'll start on the ground with Mack. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Hoffman. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw. Hoffman, he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. There goes Green. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well, because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get into the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Indy set to go on offense once more. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Hoffman, he's going to float this one deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific, because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. They'll get 4 back there on the run, but now they're looking up at a 3rd and 12 situation. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
And the top speed he attained there, according to Next Gen Stats, 21.3 miles per hour. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The fullback comes through with a big play there.
I'll tell you what, partner, let me go nostalgic here for a moment. You just don't see fullbacks use as weapons like we're seeing right now. Just think about 20 years ago. You had guys like Mike Allstott, Tom Rathman, Moose Johnston in Dallas. Now, it's almost something you never see. Throwing it to the fullback and letting him make a big play.
So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
That's what I'm talking about.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And he'll give it here to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes remaining in the 1st half. 10-7, our score. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. Not much there, only a yard. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
Now here's a throw that's complete. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. First down now, but the clock continues to move. And a quick throw here. That's complete. That catch good for only a couple. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. Boy, the coverage there airtight as he comes away with the interception.
Love that observation there because they were taking a shot at the end zone, but you're right about the coverage. Absolutely tremendous. And this they could clip for a training tape. Staying with him down the field, locates the football in the air, and comes away with the interception.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they will not really have time to do much of anything. 15 seconds, all that remains before halftime. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll get started out in Texas, NRG Stadium in Houston, where it was the Texans who picked up the victory at home. Deshaun Watson, couple of touchdown passes as his guys win their second straight to start the year. From one Texas team to the other, we take the drive up I-45 to Dallas to check on the Cowboys. And this one going the visitors' way as the Cardinals have the lead in that one. Christian Kirk, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. In that matchup, all even in their battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats for our visitors in the first half. And even though they've got the lead, they're likely going over ways they can improve the running game, as they didn't find a whole lot of success in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Colts, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Well, I've heard you say that so much of being a great inside linebacker is diagnosis, and that time he diagnosed things instantly, made a beeline for the football.
And so much of being a good tackler is understanding and taking the right angles to a ball carrier. And that was just tremendous straight line speed there. He eliminated the angles and was able to meet his man behind the line of scrimmage.
And the final number here in terms of top speed, I mean, that almost looks like a misprint. He was just absolutely flying. Unbelievable. 2nd and 11. Over the middle, complete. That's Harrison. And he's able to get up here to the 26. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Touchdown. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Wow. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And a little quarterback draw option works to perfection for him.
Yeah, it's hard to account for the quarterback in most situations on defense, and that's why the quarterback draw is so successful. Everyone else covered, makes a little fake, runs into the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. So with the 3 interceptions, how does he erase those from his mind and just focus on this drive?
I think he may need some help from the coaching staff. Maybe the offensive coordinator says, okay, let's do a few of the shorter throws, quick rhythm throws where the ball's out of his hand quickly into a receiver before the defense can react. Maybe not take so many shots downfield just in case. Get your confidence back up, and then later on, you expand the targets again.
The KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid. Right?
I love it. I love it.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Hoffman. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down. Hoffman. This to the outside for Mack. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Blocked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
The Colts send out their punter. as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent, just the one touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader, making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. They'll like that.
I just want you to know that you agree with me. That's going to get me through this third and fourth quarter. Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll set up to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
Pass interference. Defense.
So pass interference, the call is so tough as a defender, I'd imagine, to time that up perfectly.
It certainly is difficult to get it exactly right because sometimes you're looking at getting there fractions of seconds too early. That one looked a little more obvious. Always a tough penalty to officiate. Just ask the basketball refs when they have to officiate block and charge.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A big connection on that one. 34 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just help receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. Julian Blackman bringing him down. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. 50 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
This is obviously a critical sequence for this defense if they want to stay in this game. Down 2 scores already. They give up a touchdown here. That makes things really difficult for their offense moving forward.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd? And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Huskies add 6 to their lead. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Let's go.
Indianapolis offense ready to go again. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10.
24's the mic. It's a party now.
Throwing to start the drive. Hoffman. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hoffman. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Hoffman. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 42. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. And now they are in prime position, 1st and goal after the interception in return. They'll look to make it pay off for 6 points. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Huskies take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown. Now the try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and they're in control now, 35-7. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only 1 play to score it. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the 6. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. To throw on 2nd down, Hoffman. He's going to find Gallup here complete. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. On 3rd and 2, Hoffman. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they called Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Hoffman. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And he's got this down to the 35.
There's a nice pickup right there. And after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
24 is the mic. I'm coming after you.
On the handoff, it's Mack. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. The Colts on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Hoffman. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mack. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They'll run on 1st down. It's Mack, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hoffman, quick hitter here, it's complete. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on, a big call coming on 3rd down. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll look to throw again. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. A touchdown, Indianapolis. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Colts get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
And while no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, they should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
Point after here coming up. It's good, and it's now 35-14. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Toronto's offense ready to take over. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a 1-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. Now, I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this. And all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop them? someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Well, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other side. 2nd and 2. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get up near the 45. He'll spot it at the 44. A good gain on 1st. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 72 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 36. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much running room. Down to the 32. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
And the Colts coming out now. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Dumps this one off to Mack. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. From the gun, Hoffman. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. He finds his man, complete. It's Stevens. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to convert on third and short yardage with a gain of 4. And that is caught. What a catch at the 3-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Fighting to stay upright. Under pressure, they got him again. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this one is incomplete. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Toronto, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants.